Hey, what's up, guys? We're back.
And
Getting into, I guess, childhood today.
yeah, a little nostalgia.
Yeah, why not? It's easy, nice.
Before we jump in,
Yeah.
shout out to two of our listeners getting married to each other.
Yeah, Jay and Natalie.
Listener Jay, listener Natalie. We here at the podcast congratulate you on your betrothal to each other.
And the guy that did the cartoons, he was pretty cool. I seen pictures.
Oh yeah, we
Really
saw a couple
cool.
of pictures.
Really
Looked
cool.
amazing.
I may take that idea eventually at some point.
Moving
Anyway,
on.
so getting back into it, we're gonna get into childhood stuff today.
This one was a quick because we had a couple of ideas that got thrown out the window like last minute, and then James was like, "What about if we just talk about childhood, like being a kid in the 90s? 90s stuff is huge."
And who wishes they could be a kid in the 90s again?
Yeah, everyone.
Come on, everyone.
Yeah, so I thought it was a pretty easy one to do like on last minute because we literally had 2 topics ready to go, everything researched, written out.
Such a simple topic about such a simple time.
Yeah, so that's why this worked for last minute.
Anyway.
You'll get those other 2 ones, but
Yeah.
not yet.
So, you want to start off?
Okay, so I have, so I was born in 1990, so I'm right at the beginning of the 90s.
Hitting that ancient age.
And so I have like the golden age of Nickelodeon.
Yeah, really.
As being, because I think they took it, like, if they had like what we used to watch and just never changed it, I would still be watching it today as a 27-year-old person. So, but I think at some point they were like, no, it's gonna be a conscious decision to make it as annoying as physically possible. And that's when all of a sudden Nickelodeon changed, and then they forced us out of it.
Yeah, really. They changed all the shows. They canceled the best shows. And when did they cancel? Like, right after the year 2000.
Yeah. Well, that's like, SpongeBob came out in...
Well, SpongeBob came out in 2000.
Yeah. SpongeBob was great in the beginning. I can watch SpongeBob now as an adult and still laugh at stuff.
Yeah.
But now, all of a sudden, then they changed his voice. I think it's the same guy.
No, it's the same
he
guy.
made his voice more annoying.
Yeah.
And the show just, they dumbed it down. And I'm like, that's the thing. Nickelodeon knew that we were smart kids, so they didn't dumb down the shows. And now they're just stupid.
They are moronic.
Yeah, absolutely awful. So, like, I was thinking about, little Carly as a child and what I used to do. Come home from school. First of all, I would come home from school and watch Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Yep.
Like, every day.
Absolutely.
And I still love Pee-wee. Just tickles me. But then I had, like, my shows, huge Rugrats fan. I think we all were huge Rugrats fans.
I don't think anybody
isn't a Rugrats
I'm
writing a lot of the shows down. I'm like, these are all Nickelodeon. Because I'm like, Rugrats, Hey Arnold, all that. The Wild Thornberrys. Guts, Legends of the Hidden Temple. Like, and then I'm like, oh, that's because... But when we were kids, like, we didn't have... because remember, you couldn't have Disney Channel. You had to buy it.
Yeah, we didn't have it for a while.
Yeah, and then then eventually they let us have it for free. And then I watched, like, Lizzie McGuire, That's So Raven. But for a long time, all we had... And I think there were kids that you had Cartoon Network kids, and then you had Nickelodeon kids. I never, ever watched Cartoon Network.
I dabbled here and there, but I don't know. There's something weird about, like, the animation on Cartoon Network. It's so much, like...
Yeah.
I don't know
it was
the
just
word
different.
Yeah. But, I mean, I'm a 1991 baby. I'm 25. I'm about to be 26, actually, in about, like, 2 weeks. So I'll give myself a little birthday shout out. Anyway, I mean, most of my shows were, like, I watched Hey Arnold, too, just like you. I loved anything Shark Week. I watched Shark Week for the past maybe 15, 20
I do
years.
have Discovery Doc documentaries.
Yeah.
Because I used to watch just like because Discovery used to not be like the really really cool fun like Naked and Afraid
No,
and Dirty
not
Jobs
at
and stuff.
all.
Discovery used to be just literally those boring documentaries of an old like David Attenborough. You know,
now the cheetah approaches the antelope.
Yeah, but that's what I love. And I used to watch like tiger ones and lion ones, and then Shark Week used to be the same every single year.
Yeah.
Until all of a sudden, for whatever reason, it just exploded.
Well, no, they started turning it into like sharks are such man-eaters and everything.
Yeah.
And that's how it was for like honestly 10 years.
Well,
maybe.
still going. I mean, it's getting a little better now. I know on commercials they're like, "Ooh, sharks are dying at a rapid pace."
Well, this past year I think they did more.
Yeah, it's getting better.
Yeah.
I think they got a lot of a lot of negative feedback because they just kept showing like the sharks are really cool. Don't be afraid of them.
Yeah.
But when you keep putting on things like how they just literally eat whatever's put in front of them, which is not true, then people are gonna start getting a little mad.
Yeah, yeah. I like game shows too. Like remember American Chopper?
Yeah.
And then there was Monster Garage and Monster House.
I also really loved wrestling. SmackDown.
Yeah, there was a time, where we went through a serious wrestling phase.
But that's again, like I thought we had that was like a good time for wrestling.
Yeah,
like the late
prime
90s.
Wrestling. It was what is it? They call it the the Attitude Age or something like that.
Yeah.
But I remember it was like maybe my 10th birthday, and our parents bought us Survivor Series for a birthday present for me.
Oh, yeah, it was your
birthday.
And
it was the separation between WWF and WCW.
Yeah.
And it was going to see which one was going to go on. And it was a big, giant match in the end. And I remember that.
Yeah, I loved wrestling. And then I also really love Bill Nye. Still to this day.
Yeah, definitely.
But I think everybody knows him because of your teacher putting you on in the classroom. But I did watch him. I think he was on PBS.
Yeah.
I love me some
With
Bill Nye.
Zoom, right? Isn't that another show?
Yeah, Zoom. Yeah, I used to watch that after school, too.
Yeah,
Come on and Zoom, come on and Zoom. I still know the song.
But, remember Double Dare?
I love Double Dare. When I used to have to go up the nose and get the flag.
Oh, it was so weird and gross sometimes.
And how bad did you want to be slimed?
Yes.
Still to this day.
Well, we went to Universal Studios and we went to the Slime Time show.
Yeah, have you seen the pictures, actually, of what the Nickelodeon Studios looks like now?
No.
It's just a vacant... It's like they took off all the stuff on the building.
Really?
And because it used to look like there was like splatters of slime all over it and a big Nickelodeon orange sign. It was very colorful. Now it's just a vacant building. There's like overgrown plants all around it.
Why?
It's so depressing because they don't have it anymore. It's not there.
Wow, that is so depressing.
Yeah, it's really depressing to see.
Wow. That's awful.
So what kind of movies did you like as a fetus?
I mean, it's pretty obvious to me. Mine top 5, I'm going to go through real quick. Star Wars, Indiana Jones, James Bond, The Iron Giant, and Back to the Future.
I think I have to rewatch The Iron Giant because I remember not liking it.
Oh my god, it's on Netflix. Go do it.
Because I remember not liking it when I was a kid.
Oh,
I just thought it was boring.
All right, giving like a quick recap on this movie. It's in the 1950s when like Russia and the United States are like really like at each other, thinking of spies and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So this big iron giant comes from the sky, comes down in like the New England area, and a boy eventually finds him, and they become best friends and everything. But he got to keep it a secret. And then the military starts catching on to it.
It's like E.T.
With a big iron giant, yeah. But oh my god, it is so epic. It's the same guy that directed that made The Incredibles.
That's why I thought that. I know, like, as an adult now, you hear about that. There was a lot more to it than just like a boy being friends with a big
it is.
robot.
Oh my god,
But
it is probably just as good as E.T.
Yeah,
I'll say
I think I have to rewatch it because I remember you loving it, and I just that was one I never liked.
Yeah.
But I was also because again, I'm writing all my favorite movies, and all of them are just Disney. Like we were practically had Disney infused into our veins as
pretty much, yeah.
Because our grandparents really liked it. And then, so then our parents were raised on it, and then they made. I mean, like I've probably seen every Disney movie.
Been like
multiple
grandfathered
times.
into
Yeah.
many.
And then we used to go to
Disney movies.
We used to go to Disney World every year for a
Yeah.
while, for a good couple of years there.
And that's another that we'll get into that too in another topic.
Yeah.
Coming up.
So I just wrote down because I couldn't think of anything like specific. Obviously, Lion King was it for me. Like I
Yeah.
had every Lion King stuffed animal and that you could possibly have. But for me, like Space Jam. Love Space
such
Jam.
an awesome movie.
Yeah, and then I really liked Hook.
Oh
Hook
my
was
god.
a really good one.
You just went from like that to that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so great.
And then I
Yes.
and then a Goofy movie.
Yep.
I really like. Which
Yep.
that's-
Oh my god. This is something I need to talk about. The pizza in this movie.
The Leaning Tower of Pisa.
The
I mean,
flapjacks
that's-
in the movie.
The Leaning Tower of Pisa is disgusting cheese in a can, but for whatever reason, it looks really
oh
good
my
in the movie.
god. It looks amazing. Everything, every food in this movie looks amazing. The pizza alone, when they pull it, it is the stringiest
Yeah.
pizza you have ever seen.
And then Rissa and I went to Disney. I guess now like a month ago, maybe a little under a month ago. We did an episode about it. But when we went to Disney, and I wore a Powerline T-shirt.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was getting so many people. I said Powerline World Tour, and
Yeah.
a lot of people were like, "That's a really cool shirt." And then I was like, "Yes, people know what Powerline is."
Nice.
Because I is my running jam.
Oh,
if you don't know
such a
it,
great
so it's
song.
like I, and then a number 2, and then I, and it's.
You
just
want to look it up on
it
iTunes? Great jam.
It's so
Great
good.
jam.
It's such a good. That's a really good movie.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I was kind of for my movies. I mean, I was kind of grandfathered into Star Wars.
Yeah,
Dad
it's-
made me watch that.
Yeah.
Not like made me watch it, but it's like he saw that I enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
that's like I can't think of a time where we didn't know what Star Wars and Indiana Jones.
I can't remember
were.
a time that I
Yeah,
don't remember.
that's it.
Darth Vader.
I was Darth Vader. For like I think I was 5 or 6 years old. That was what I was Darth Vader for Halloween.
And like the most legit mask where it's the two pieces, like the
Yeah.
front face
it was
mask
my
and the
favorite.
back
It's
helmet.
still my favorite costume till this day.
Oh, so great.
That's it. So I don't know a time where like we didn't know
Yeah,
what
so
those type of movies were.
that and Indiana Jones, because I mean Indiana Jones kind of went hand in hand because it was the same people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I got.
similar.
I mean, again,
I think Dad just really had a crush on Harrison Ford.
probably.
I think
mean,
he
honestly,
watched a lot of his movies.
Have you seen the pictures? It's like Harrison Ford in the 1970s just looks like every male
Oh,
hipster
yeah,
in present
yeah.
day. But hey, Harrison Ford, he's a good looking man. But James Bond, I don't know. That's the same thing too.
Well, I remember
we were
Dad taking us. Actually, we probably weren't old enough to go see one.
Oh no!
It was a school night, right?
Yeah,
And like
yeah.
a Sunday night. I remember him taking. I don't even know which one it was.
The
but
World's Not Enough. It
yeah.
came out in 1999.
He took us to. So I was 9
I was
when he.
8 or maybe 7.
Yeah,
No.
He took
Because I
us
was born in
to see
91.
that.
I don't know. It was questionable. But I was like 8 or something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah. And even when they have the James Bond marathons during Christmas
Mhm.
on whatever channel, when you watch some of them, you're like, I probably shouldn't have watched these
Yeah.
when I was a kid.
No, they didn't care.
Nah, it was all
For the
good.
most part, I mean.
Again, we were 90s kids. We got away with anything.
But we didn't really know what was going on in them anyway. Like you
No.
watch, even when you watch Disney movies back now, you're like, these are
No.
really depressing and sad.
Well, that's like when I watched go back and watch The Iron Giant, and I would
Mhm.
realize, like, watching it like an actual movie, not from like a kid's perspective, you're like, holy shit, this
Yeah,
is amazing.
I think parents get so freaked out about like their kids watching things, but you don't know what's going on. I
No.
knew people who wouldn't let their kids watch SpongeBob because they thought that there was some adult jokes in it.
Oh.
And I'm like, yeah, I guess there are, but they don't know it until you're an adult, and then you know what it means.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
People freak out. Just let your child
Yeah.
watch whatever they want to watch.
Yeah. Let's get into like favorite places.
So I only really remember this. I remember Discovery Zone. I remember Mom taking
Yeah.
us. And what was the one that
Romp
was by
Around.
Romp Around? That was.
A really fun place. I was like, where was that?
Well, I
and I
don't
was
even
like,
know
that was in the
I don't
middle
even
of
know how
nowhere,
many-
Jersey.
I don't even know how many birthday parties I had to go.
Yeah.
And it was pretty much just go like your parents sit and wait for you, and you go
Mm-hmm.
down a bunch of slides, and for like an hour, and you go eat pizza, and then
Yeah.
you're done.
Yeah.
I don't know. Discovery Zone was cool, but I remember that like when we were really little.
I only
And then it
remember
went
it
away.
very very briefly.
Yeah, and
because
I
was
remember how
young.
I thought it was huge, and now what is there is just an Ace Hardware, and
Yeah.
it's so tiny. It's like a really tiny Ace, and you're like, how did they fit a
All
big
of
jungle
this,
gym thing in there? Because I think of it now, I'm like, no, that was big. That was definitely big.
It was huge.
Yeah, but then you go into the Ace, and you're like, no way did they fit all of that in here.
It's so weird. It's really, really
messes
weird.
with your mind.
Yeah. I mean, one of my favorite places is honestly Disney. I mean, being a kid and just having those vacations, and that's another thing. Any vacation, really, that being as a kid, just I remember going to the Bahamas with our family. That was really cool.
Those were the older, like when we were really young, we did Disney every year.
Yeah, Disney or Ocean City.
Yeah, and then we used to go. The whole family would go together, but then for whatever reason, then the whole family stopped going all together.
Yeah.
So then that's when it was just really, Erin always had our older sister Erin always had to stay back.
Yeah.
Because we had 2 dogs usually at all times. So Erin always, but I think she likes to say now that she minded it, but she was just throwing a party the entire time they were gone.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
yeah, so she used to get mad, like, oh, leave. I'm doomed.
Yeah.
I'm doomed.
Like Winifred.
Yeah, but I think she probably wasn't. She was like 17 and had an entire big house to herself. I mean,
now thinking about it, it's like I can't imagine what happened in the house.
Well, when we were kids, there were a couple of times because
Yeah.
our parents, just because they had kids, because we went over this, Erin is much older than we are. Just because they had 2 little kids, I mean, Erin was always our built-in babysitter. She just got stuck with that job.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, sorry, not sorry. But
being like almost a decade older.
Yeah. So, but she was our built-in babysitter. So our parents really took advantage of that and just went wherever they wanted.
Yeah.
It wasn't like we were orphans. But if there was a concert, they would go.
Yeah.
And then Erin would always throw a rager at the house.
Oh my god! And it would be like 30 to 40 people in the house, and me and Carly just stuck up in our rooms like, what do we do?
Do you remember her telling? She's gonna laugh so hard when she hears this. Do you remember when she came up to us? Something bad happened. I don't know if someone spilled something broke, something bad happened. I remember her telling us, "I will love you forever if you just never tell mom. Just never tell mom that I will love you forever." I remember that like as clear as day.
Oh my
with her
god!
telling, and us being like, "Okay, yes, we will never." And I don't think we ever did rat. I mean, mom always knew.
Yeah.
I think Erin would eventually tell her, but we never said anything.
I remember one time she threw a really big party, and I had to go to the bathroom so bad, but I was scared to. But I went in anyway. But in our old house that we were growing up, our childhood house, we didn't have locks on most of our doors.
Yeah.
So I remember going and using the bathroom, and patiently just doing my thing. And some random girl, like, of Erin's age, or, like, older, opening up the door and me screaming in the most boyish way you possibly can, turning around, and she just slammed the door really quick behind her.
How weird was it? I mean,
man.
obviously, again, we went over this. I didn't go to high school parties, but I can't imagine going to a party, drinking, and whatever else was going on. And as I was
my
like
God,
17,
can you imagine being
and
just
seeing
like
2 little kids, like how weird, and be like, you're here, because they wouldn't. I don't think most of them. I'm sure Erin told people like, obviously they knew who we were, but we used to just kind of hide in our rooms. Like if she had a party, we used to just hide in our room and like.
I remember her one friend brought video games for the Nintendo 64, and he would just be like, "Here, I got all these. The cheats are unlocked and everything." We'd be like, "Yeah, absolutely, give it to us."
Yeah.
And we sit there for hours, and then that would keep us occupied.
Yeah. So I think that should segue us into toys.
Yeah,
okay, so
really, with video games. Let's get into it.
What was that? My communion? I think
you were like 8 years old, so I was probably like 6.
So for my communion, when I was holy and as religious as a 8-year-old can be, I used up all. This was on the Nintendo 64.
Pure.
Yeah, when the Nintendo 64 just came out, so I used all my money to buy one for my communion. And
I wonder how much it was back then.
I don't even, probably not that much.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because think about that. That was 1998.
That's probably our longest used game system that we've ever had.
Yeah. We still use it to this day
we've
sometimes.
had, and it still works.
It's somewhere.
That's
I
a
know it's in
Mario-
a house here somewhere.
No, yeah, Mario Kart and Diddy Kong Racing, but Diddy Kong
yes.
Racing was it.
No, Mario 64.
Yeah.
Or Super. Is it
No, then there was just regular Super Mario.
Yeah.
Wait, the one where you could like pull his
GoldenEye
nose
64. That was
Oh,
our
that's
first
it.
game ever. It was
And we had,
fantastic, and it still works to this day.
Episode 1 pod racing.
Yeah.
I
Oh
remember
my
that
god.
the James, because mom was mad that she was worried that you were gonna get mad if we just got a game from me. So like I wanted the pod racing one, and she was like, "Then we have to get James one." So that's why she got the James Bond one. But like had no idea that that's one of the most iconic video games of all time.
It's literally the best-selling game, I think,
Mhm.
to the day.
Yeah, I
because
think
it's
so.
So big.
Yeah.
But I mean, for me, toys-wise, anything Star Wars. I mean, remember all the giant ass ships that I had?
Mhm.
I had like the yellow Naboo fighter, then I had an X-wing, then I had the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, we
I
had
had
a lot
the
of that.
Walker
Yeah.
thing.
Had a lot of Star Wars.
Yeah, tons of Star Wars
But
shit.
I was literally had every stuffed animal you could possibly have, and Beanie Babies.
But
I
that's
think,
all because of Pop-Up, right?
Yeah, that's every time our pop-up came down, he would literally take me to
The mall.
the
in
Disney store
the
in
Disney
the
store
mall,
in the mall,
yeah. And I was allowed to pick out a toy, and I always got a stuffed animal. That's
and
why
that was probably like twice a month, maybe every weekend.
if not more.
So there was a lot of stuffed
Yeah.
animals.
And then I just was reading, I was online, and I saw that Tamagotchis are coming back.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I actually, I bought 2 for, I had to pre-order them because apparently they're like going to be really hard to get.
Oh,
So
you
I
got
bought
them for-
2. I bought one for Amy and one for Connor, so our 2 little cousins. Because
Yeah.
they probably, but I thought it's easy enough. It's the same thing. They didn't even make the graphics better. Like it's still the same like
Good.
little
That's how it should
blob of an animal.
be.
And
Yeah.
it still just has 3 buttons. But I remember having one because then I told mom and I was like, "Oh, remember Tamagotchis?" And she was like, "Oh, they're so annoying." Because she said because it would just wake you up in the middle of the night because it needed to eat. And I don't remember much about it. I just remember.
Great. Give that to those kids
Yeah.
too.
I just remember
God.
our cousin Sammy and I. I remember we both because then they came on a chain and we would wear them like necklaces around our neck.
Yeah.
And I don't.
Well, so convenient. It was right there.
Yeah,
for you
yeah,
then.
but that's why I was like, oh, that's cool. I'm
Yeah.
gonna pass on my childhood toy to
Yeah.
more children. And then Furbies. I think. Did you you had a Furby?
Yeah,
did
I had
you?
an all black one.
That's what our Nana.
So creepy.
All of our James and I and all of our cousins were all the same age group for the most part.
Yeah.
But we had about 5 years in between the oldest and then the youngest.
Yeah.
So we were all like, besides Aaron.
The OG6 crew.
Yeah, so there was Aaron, and then the rest of us were all like rapid fire born.
Yeah.
And so we were all really close. So Aaron,
pew, 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 pew.
yeah, so Aaron would get clothes and stuff, but then and my nana
Yeah.
would just go buy 5 of everything, all the same. So when
Yeah.
it was Furbies came out, she went out and bought 5 Furbies. So we all got Furbies.
Yeah.
And we all hated them within an hour.
Oh, they're so annoying.
So James and I used to share a room when we were really little.
Yeah.
And we had both of them in there, and the things would start talking in the middle of the night. And I remember I picked it up and I threw it. And it hit the dresser, and then something went wrong with it, and it was just like, beat up, dude. It would not stop. And I was like, it won't die. It was just awful. I finally just like, I
oh my god.
just the worst toys of all time.
Oh,
I
they were
don't-
so great.
I think you actually could do stuff with them too. Like I think you could teach them words.
Yeah.
Because I remember them coming with a little booklet of how to like speak Furby.
They came out with like a generation 2 of like Furbies.
Yeah, I
too,
know a couple of years
remember.
ago, and now
Yeah.
their eyes actually were like digital
Yeah.
instead of like ours.
Yeah.
And then I have Pokemon cards.
I have Pokemon cards too down here.
So we had like an illegal ring going on in school.
Oh yeah.
Because for whatever reason, they just like Pokemon had obviously exploded when I was in elementary school.
Yeah,
When we were both in
everyone
elementary school.
had.
Well, we
they
had
carried around a binder
Yeah.
with laminated pages where you could slide in like 9.
and no one knew how to actually play with them. It was
No.
just like let's see how many we can collect. But then it was also the Game Boy
Yeah.
games came out, like the blue, red, yellow. Like if you had the yellow one, you were pretty cool because that
Yeah.
was the one where Pikachu followed behind you in the whole game.
Yeah, you were
They
hot
were-
shit.
They were all the same game, all
Yeah.
the same. They just the cartridges were different colors. But I think I had a red. I think I had the Charizard one.
And I think I got the blue one.
Yeah, but
And then I what else? I mean, shit. I put down or remote control cars. I remember I always used to get.
Yeah, like every Christmas, you always wanted like the newest cool. Every commercial is always for a new cool remote control car. And I remember wanting.
Oh my god, I loved remote control cars. They were the shit. And I also have Hot Wheels because Hot Wheels always used to come out with one big giant thing. And I remember it would be like a 1,000-track thing that runs throughout your entire house. And you could have 18 Hot Wheel cars running through it at once. And then there would be like a little speed motor thing that would just spin and it would shoot them faster.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they were so fun. I used to love them.
I don't know if this qualifies as a toy, but I have do you remember inflatable furniture? How that was everywhere?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, you would be dying after you got one chair blown up. But that was everywhere for a good while.
Oh my god, they were so great. I remember those. Wow, that is such a throwback.
Yeah, they had. I mean, I remember just getting like the regular the regular chair.
Yeah.
But then I was looking online, like they had sofas, they had all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
But you would blow it up, and it would be good for like a day, and then the air would start to come out, so then you had to just keep blowing it up. It was terrible. Yeah. You could barely sit on it because it would stick to you.
And then once it popped, it's done.
Yeah, it was just bad idea. Yeah. Another bad idea.
What you got for music?
Well, I don't know if we said this in a previous episode, but like I didn't know the only current music I knew for the time was whatever Erin played. Because as soon as Erin got her license, then that was all of a sudden because our parents would not listen to.
They wouldn't listen to new music. So really, like when I came down into music, I said mostly what our parents listened to, and I just refer to it as highway music because that's the only time we listened to it was when we were driving up and down the turnpike visiting.
Bananas.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's
family.
Like that. I was actually talking about that with my friend. Like, is there a point in your life where all of a sudden you're like, I'm only gonna listen to the same old music I know for the rest of my life. I'm never gonna be interested in current music. I'm like, that's so weird because that's what our parents did. Our parents all of a sudden were just like, nope. We're not going to listen to current music anymore. Yeah. We're just going to listen to things that we know.
Yeah, but our dad also listened to, like, Salt and Pepper.
But I think he did that more jokingly. Like, he did have Snoop Dogg on his phone and stuff, too. But I think it was more of, like, a joke.
I think he just liked certain songs. I mean, I'm that way, too. I don't particularly like new rap because I don't
But all we knew was, like, Bruce Springsteen and Tom Petty.
I remember there are 3 songs that just sit with me. And when I hear, like, or when I see what I wrote down as highway music is Running with the Devil by Van Halen, Pat Benatar, Shadows of the Night, and what's the other one? Free Fall and Tom Petty.
Yeah, that's like, for a long time, that's all we knew. And then once Erin got her license, that kind of changed everything. Because then all of a sudden we learned.
Backstreet Boys.
Well, that was, Backstreet Boys were huge. She used to have, like, wallpaper. That was, it was magazine cutouts.
Yeah. But she cut out magazines and put it all over her room of Backstreet Boys.
But then also she got into rap.
DMX.
And Lil Kim.
Oh, yeah.
Eminem. She had, and we always joke with Erin now because we're like, we were these two as white kids as you can possibly get, sitting in the back
little
seat.
Kids in the back seat.
Yeah, and Erin would be blaring Lil Kim, which is a raunchy rapper. Youths of today who probably don't know who she is. But really raunchy rapper, and she didn't care at all, just playing whatever. Yeah. And James and I would just be like, oh, this mother would not approve of music. But that's like, I remember going to, in 6th grade, was when, middle school, Kelly Clarkson won American Idol. I didn't even know what American Idol was. Like, never heard of it before. And they were like, oh my god, did you watch American Idol last night? I'm like, what's American Idol? And it was that was when it was huge.
Yeah.
But never
that's
watched
when it first, like, officially came on,
yeah,
too.
That's like, but that's what we were musically, very, very sheltered. Yeah. We didn't know anything was going on.
I honestly didn't really start listening to music until, like, middle school when I got an iPod Nano.
Yeah. Middle school. But I guess, but even then I was still kind of listening to, like, the Beatles and Queen. But at least, like, I think when everybody gets their own car, that's when you're like, oh, there's more radio stations than just classic rock. Like, I can actually find new stuff. Yeah. People are making new music every day.
Yeah, but that's really it. I mean, I didn't listen to much. Like I said, I think childhood is like elementary school and down. I wouldn't consider middle school really childhood.
Yeah. I just don't. Middle school, I think everybody just blocks out. I don't remember anything specific from middle school. It was
Yeah,
a rough time.
it's just really weird.
So what about so like I had snacks
Oh, yes, my favorite.
and I have in capital letters. Where are the Dunkaroos?
They're gone, right?
Yeah, they're not. They don't make them anymore.
That's so
So
depressing.
for those who don't know, Dunkaroos were cookies that you dipped in icing, like funfetti icing.
Yeah, and it was like a little
Like,
tray at the bottom of
yeah.
your cookie thing.
Yeah, it was made for like snacks. It was made for like to go lunch.
Yeah.
Because then you pulled the top off, but they don't make them anymore. I don't know
good.
why.
The chocolate was amazing.
People would buy it. I
Yeah.
don't understand why they don't like. I
Yeah.
would buy it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's probably terrible for you now.
I don't care.
But we don't have it anymore. And then I have. Do you remember High C Ecto Cooler?
Yes, the Ghostbusters edition one.
The
Yeah.
best one. I actually looked up. So our brother-in-law is a huge Ghostbusters fan, and his birthday's on Halloween. So I was trying to find like something cool Ghostbusters, and I'm like, what? Because I know I heard they re-released Ecto Cooler for the last Ghostbusters that came out, and I was like, that was like what 2 years ago. I was like, it probably is still okay if I can find some. So I went on eBay, and people like bought it by the case. So now they're selling them by the cases, and they're only like $20 for a whole case of Ecto Cooler. But a lot of it's not good anymore. Like you probably. And I got really, and I was like, maybe I can still try it because
that's nasty. I wouldn't even try.
it's not even real juice. It's definitely like if it was
No.
orange juice, that's one thing because orange juice would obviously be bad.
No.
But it's probably like a McDonald's hamburger. It just never goes bad. I can't imagine it being that terrible.
It's radioactive. If that's
Yeah,
the case.
probably. So
I mean, that goes with radioactive. Remember, green ketchup.
yeah. Oh, that was so gross.
Oh,
It was,
yeah.
like,
It's when
gritty.
Shrek came out.
Yeah, they had green one and then they came out purple.
Yeah.
It was disgusting. It was
Oh,
so
and then
it
they had an
stained-
orange one too.
Yeah, it stained your fingers. It was so gross.
Really
I remember
weird.
trying to like force myself to eat it, be like, this is cool. It's green. It was disgusting.
So weird.
It actually tasted bad. Like it wasn't just food coloring.
No,
tasted
it was
bad.
a weird taste.
Yeah, and then I have remember when they came out with pizza Lunchables. What
Oh,
a
my
big deal.
favorite. Oh.
Yeah, what a big deal that was.
Oh no, the deep dish one.
That was
Remember
later.
those?
That was like the
Yeah.
Lunchables, like Max or something they were
Yeah,
called.
yeah.
Though they were good
Came
too.
with a soda because you were a big kid.
Yeah, not just
Not some bitch with some juice.
Yeah, but
Anyway.
I loved. And then remember, Mom used to buy us Wonder Balls. Do you remember those?
Oh yeah.
So Wonder Balls, if you don't know, they were like a Disney candy.
Yeah.
But they came. It was just a sphere of chocolate, and then it had like sweet tarts on the inside, but they were all like Disney characters.
Yeah.
Ugh, that's so good. But I think then some kids were choking on the sweet tarts.
Because they're morons.
Yeah, because they were.
Thanks for
eating-
ruining the fun.
Yeah, because they were just like trying to eat the ball whole. So
I can only imagine.
it was like a really big ball of chocolate.
When you're like an 8-year-old kid, that thing sits in your hand like a baseball.
Yeah, it's pretty much like the size of a baseball. Yeah.
No.
Such a.
Oh my
People are
god, I can't even fit a
idiots.
baseball in my mouth now.
Yeah. Just ruining it all for the
Oh,
rest
you
of us.
dumbasses.
And I can't get through this. I just realized I skipped over her, and I can't believe I did that. We
What?
can't get through this episode without mentioning the Queen, Lori Beth Denberg.
Oh, yeah. from
The
all
reason that Nickelodeon is the reason I am who I am today is because of Lori Beth.
that.
She was I think everybody needs to know who she is.
Yeah.
She was on all that, but she was
Figure
the
It Out,
best.
remember that
yeah,
show?
That was it. She was the best. So then they put her on Figure It Out and like all the games, and then she
Yeah.
had the little like news, like the like sarcastic satire news thing that she would
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
Oh, she's the best. Sometimes I just go on YouTube and try and find old videos of her.
Yeah.
Lori Beth, come back. We miss you. Just please. I remember when they had, because all that was really good, never got bad.
All that
And then-
was like SNL for kids.
But it was funny. Like I
Yeah.
could definitely be an adult and think all that was funny.
Yeah, absolutely.
But then I remember they had an audition, and they were like, send in your tapes, we're going to get a new cast member. And then I remember they got this little girl, she had to have been like 10, 11 years old. They put her on, all that went to shit. It was just terrible. But then
Yeah.
that's when Nickelodeon started changing things. And then They had like good actors before, and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden it started changing, and then I couldn't watch it. Like iCarly and Zoe
Nickelodeon,
10 something.
you fucked up.
Yeah, you just got bad,
Yeah.
and now you haven't gone back. You're still bad.
Nope. You're
can't.
still in your bad ways. You gotta find your way.
Yeah.
I mean, for the most part, I mean, I wrote down some couple notes here. It's just being a kid, the coming back of Star Wars with Episode 1 in 1999. We grew up with Star Wars. When we heard that, we were like, oh, cool, another Star Wars. But
Yeah,
like
we
that
didn't
was
have
a
to-
big, giant deal that we didn't even understand.
We didn't have to wait that long because
No, but
like real
people,
fans had to wait since the 80s.
but that's what I'm saying. Like it was a big deal for a
Yeah.
lot of people, and we were just like, oh, cool, another
Mhm.
movie.
And we thought it was so good, and now it's the worst Star Wars
Yeah.
of all time.
Yeah, I mean, I still watch it. I love the prequels, but like,
I mean, Jar Jar Binks was like the coolest character, and now
yeah.
people
Oh my god, he's
credit
so
him.
funny and goofy,
Yeah.
and like everybody is like,
Squeeze
kill
me.
him.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And now everybody's like trying to forget him. But in The Last Jedi, here a little fun fact. Here's my little Star Wars fun fact of the episode. They're bringing back something from the prequel trilogy to the sequel trilogy, and guess what it is? It's pod racing.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be like, all right. So you know how they have like the Indy car races in Monaco?
hmm
It's gonna be like a Star Wars version of that with pod racing,
That's cool.
right? What else? I mean, everyone making a big deal of 2000 and me not really caring.
I don't really remember that. I mean, because I was.
I do a little bit because
I was like 9 or 10, probably. I was 9.
I remember because for Christmas I got a Bop It from our uncle Glennie,
hmm
and everybody was hovering on the TV, and I'm sitting there going, Bop It, yeah, twist it,
Yeah.
yeah. Everybody's like 3, 2, and I'm sitting there like, yeah, let's get into it. But yeah, I really wasn't too aware of 2000. Oh my god, when I was really young, when I was like maybe 5, I was really scared of thunder. Like in the
Mhm.
first slightest of like rumbles of thunder, I would get petrified. And that was really, really, really bad. Also, me and Carly played Little League for a really long time, and our dad would coach. And I also remember that just being a really fond memory of my childhood. Getting glasses.
Oh,
And
yeah.
hating them.
I got glasses in 2nd grade.
I got them in 5th.
Yeah. I was 8 or 9 years old when I got. And then I wasn't allowed, for whatever reason, parents wouldn't let me get contacts until.
Yeah.
How old was I?
8th grade? 7th grade?
Yeah, I
Middle
want to
school,
say.
somewhere in
Yeah,
there.
somewhere in middle school, I finally was allowed to get contacts.
6th grade. That's what it was.
But I went through. I used to break my glasses all the time, so I don't know why they finally were just like, oh my god, 'cause it's real pain if you break your glasses
Yeah.
because you got nothing. At least
Yeah.
with contacts, you get a whole box of them. Like you do something, just
Yeah,
go
just
put new
change
ones
them
in.
out.
Yeah, I don't know why they made me wait so long.
I don't mind wearing glasses now. I'm wearing glasses right now. But, I mean,
still hate them.
no, I'm more comfortable wearing glasses. When I'm, like, home, I mean, it's a Sunday night right now. I really don't care. But that's what, it's like a comfort clothing, I guess, at this point. And, Prison Ball.
Now what was prison ball?
Prison Ball,
I
okay, so
remember
they
it.
split up the gym, like, evenly with, like, 20 kids on one side and 20 kids on another side.
Mhm.
And they line up, like, foam balls that are, like, you can still throw them, and, like, if you get hit with them, it doesn't hurt you. And it was essentially, like, dodgeball without, like, the inflated ball. So, they line up, like, 20 balls across the entire gym floor, and you had to hold out your hand on the wall, and they would blow the whistle, you ran, got the ball, picked it up, and then it would just be, like, an all-out war of
So just
dodgeball.
dodgeball.
Yeah, but, like,
Yeah.
dodgeball, you get, like, maybe, what, like, 5-on-5, 6-on-6.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Now
Prison
I remember.
ball. And then the point is once you got hit, you had to go on the other side behind everyone.
Yeah.
And the way to get out was if someone launched a ball across the entire thing over the other kids and you picked it up, that was your way back
Yeah.
in.
I remember the little scooter things. They were my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you would probably like kill your fingers.
Oh my god, if
You
you
would
got them
roll
caught
over.
underneath.
Yeah,
Oh
you
my
would roll
god.
over your fingers. But that was always my favorite. Like if we went into gym, it would have to be a rainy day because you weren't allowed to go outside, so you would have to go in. You'd stay inside. But if you walked in and saw those little scooter things, they were the best.
Oh, yeah.
And the parachute.
Also, not to be a Deb right now, but also just want to point this out. Being a kid, And when 9/11 happened, and
What Deb?
yeah, I know, but I just wanted to talk about it because it's like
It sounds like it's like actually from Debbie Downer. Yeah.
No, but honestly, I just want to point this out because like when it happened, I was 9 years old. I was in 3rd grade.
Yeah, and because actually my class was the first to know because my teacher, her son worked a couple blocks away or something.
And
So all
called
of a
her,
sudden,
right?
yeah, it was like first thing in the morning because she would put this like stupid question up on the board and we would have to.
Greatest teacher though. Shout out to Miss Leonard if you're still out there.
But you're still alive. But we were all just writing in our little journals about whatever little question she put on, and her phone kept ringing, and like it was ringing like crazy. And then finally she looked at it, she's like, sorry, she's like, it's my son, let me see if there's something wrong. And then she said the World Trade Center was hit by a plane, and I only knew it as the Twin Towers. So when they said World Trade Center, I'm like, what's that?
Yeah.
And I had no idea what it was until later on. But then they told us, they were like, don't talk about it because they didn't want the little kids to get freaked out.
Yeah.
You know, so I remember getting on the bus at the end of the day and being like, oh, did you hear the Twin Towers were hit? And you had no idea because...
No, I didn't hear about it at all.
The younger grades didn't know.
No, that's the thing. The thing was, we came home, I remember getting off the bus, running inside because I just wanted to have a snack because I was a fat little kid. And I ran in, and Aaron and our mom were sitting by the TV, and I just remember seeing like this big gaping hole inside one of the Twin Towers with a bunch of smoke coming out of it. And
well, by that point they were down.
I know, but they were just showing like what was going on throughout the entire day, and it was really crazy just because like me as a kid, I was 9, like I really didn't know what was going on. Mm-hmm. They said plane, and I was just like, oh, like I didn't know like 3,000 people had just died. Mm-hmm. Like I had no idea, and it was really, really crazy because then after that, I remember saying that they were on the news, the Taliban and Al Qaeda, they're the enemy and everything. I remember being a kid, like really scared because then I saw in the newspaper that they were like recruiting kids and strapping them with bomb vests and everything.
You kind of like look at it now, like with all the fake news stuff that's going on Facebook about the orange idiot now. You kind of see like because when I remember like kids the next day. In our stupid little town, and I remember kids saying, oh, the Taliban, they're going to come bomb the mall tonight, and don't go to the mall. Yeah. Like, the Taliban will come to Hamilton and want to go bomb our mall. Like, stupid thing. But when you're little, you're like, oh, that's kind of scary. You know, you don't know. But it's all these stupid things that people are telling you. Yeah, it was really, really crazy. And I just remember, like, I remember walking in our house, being scared to walk up the stairs from, like, a dark, like, room. Oh yeah, they were like making out to be like monsters, and then you heard that they would just come in and like steal the dad or the boys in the family to like recruit them, and then like all this like fake stuff, like really fake stuff. But then now you see, but like, being it's a kid, working. You believe that shit. Yeah, well, adults are believing it now. Yeah, like how seriously. Stupid. Oh man, well, I mean that kind of concludes. I mean, not to be like really. Well, no, we got one more thing. So we got a little game. Exactly. Let's bring it back up. Yeah, so we got to bring it back up. So I thought, I listened to if you haven't listened to the Jen and Julian podcast, really good. It's one of the first ones that got me into listening to podcasts. But they play this game, and it's called Fight or Give Up. And you just name anybody. It's just a stupid game. But it's whether you would fight them or you would give up and why. So, James and I wrote a couple of names down, so we can just go back and forth. So, who's your first one? I'm just going to make it easy for you. Trump. Oh, fight! I don't even get... And he's a big guy, too. He's like... he's over 6 feet. I want to say he's like 6'2", 6'3". Something like that. Yeah, and he's obviously fat. I don't care. He absorbs punches. I will go down and fighting if I have to. And he probably would, just like his stomach would absorb my hand into it. Yeah, it would be like punching a thing that's Jello. Batman. Yeah, but I don't care. I would fight until I died. Just because I would have to. Straightforward to the point. Yep. All right. Go ahead. So I have Obama. Well, why? What are the circumstances? And so just imagine all these people are coming at you like angry, running at you, ready to take you down. Do you fight back, or do you just be like, nah, I'm just gonna go in the fetal position? Well, like all these people are ready to fight.
It's Obama, though.
But he's ready to fight. Maybe you.
So he has a bunch of people, too?
No, just him. Just him running at you. No Secret Service, just him running at you. Ready to fight. Maybe you called.
He's such a good.
Yeah, maybe you called his daughter ugly. I don't know. They're not. They're beautiful girls, and I love them, and I want them to be my best friends.
Well, how about this? Can we change the circumstances? What if it's like you can go and get $1 million, but you have to punch Obama in the face?
Well, so you wouldn't fight Obama because now you're saying what you would if you got $1 million, you would punch him in the face.
Under the circumstances, I would hit Obama.
So if he was coming at you with ready to punch you in the face, you would punch back? For no money.
Defensively.
Okay. Just so we know. Secret Service. This is all a joke, okay?
Yeah.
We wouldn't really hit him. We love him.
Alright. Well, here's my next one. Ivan Drago.
He's from Rocky, right?
Yeah, the Russian.
Oh, no. Give up. Give up. Abort. Yeah, I would definitely just pretend I had a heart attack and died. Or maybe really have a heart attack and die.
Oh my god, I would. Definitely. Oh my god. I'd just be like, hi.
Yeah. So, I know you haven't watched all of Game of Thrones yet, but my next one is Jon Snow. So, from the
obviously know
what
who
you've
he is.
seen,
I would fight him, honestly.
I would think
I would hold myself up with a sword, and I would take out Jon Snow.
I don't think so. He's one of the best guys with a sword in
I will fight
the
to
kingdom.
the death, then, if that's the case.
Oh, yeah.
And my reason for it is, I don't know, I just think it would be really cool to fight him with a sword.
True, you can say you fought him.
Exactly. Alright. Molly Ringwald.
Molly Ringwald. I guess I would fight. I guess if she was
Why?
coming at me, I don't know.
She was just like, Carly, you're a whore.
I just feel like I could probably take her. I mean, she's really tall.
Yeah.
I don't know. She just.
Let's say Molly Ringwald from Breakfast Club.
Yeah. Well, definitely in the
brat.
beginning. Yeah, in the beginning, I probably would. I don't know if I would go as far as hitting, but this is what it is. It's a fight. You got to hit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm
Kill or be killed.
Yeah, I
Dog be
guess.
dog.
If the situation arose,
Yeah.
I think I probably would fight.
All right.
I
Molly
would.
Ringwald. Carly, coming at you, Las Vegas.
So my next one is Guy Fieri.
Ah, fight him. Yeah. I'd fight him.
Yeah.
Shove a...
Just no reason needed.
Yeah, no,
just
shove a
fight him.
hoagie down his mouth and kill him. He has that flavor town. Anyway. All right. The Pope.
The Pope. I can't fight the Pope.
I just thought it was
Especially-
outrageous thing and wrote it down.
If it was, I'm trying to think of if the Pope was coming at me,
Yeah. If he was just demon,
I think,
just,
yeah,
what if he thought you were the Antichrist and he was just
first of all,
coming at
this
you?
is probably gonna happen, because I'm sure he knows things I've said about religion. But yeah, I don't think I can do it.
You don't have it? You don't have the
I
manpower?
don't think I could do it.
I mean, honestly, I'm not saying I would hit him, but if he was coming at me, I would just kind of move to the side and trip him real quick. And I'd be this one's on you, and run.
Yeah, maybe that.
Yeah.
All right, I have Meryl Streep.
Meryl, I'm sorry. I'm taking you out. Full on, Edge WWE spear, Goldberg
I
spear.
couldn't do it. Meryl is just on the safe list.
No, I'm sorry, but if the reasoning, I guess, I don't really know. Again, kill or be killed. Sorry,
Yeah.
Meryl Streep. All right, Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, I'd fight.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, he's a good president and all, but I don't know. If it had to be
Come
done.
on, man, you're dying anyway.
If it had to be done, I would definitely take the top hat off and just beat him with it.
Well, the conspiracy theory is now that Carly shot Abe Lincoln.
In our next
She
series.
is a time traveler.
So next one is Leonardo DiCaprio. That dad bod coming at you.
Come on. Now I'm just picturing the water gun one where he's
Where
running,
he's,
and that's
frolicking.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he's running at me like that. Oh man. I'm sorry, Leo. I gotta take you out. You're a great guy. You do a lot for the world and everything. But congrats on your final Oscar. Not to burn you a little bit, but yeah, I gotta take you out. All right.
Your last one.
Well, I got a couple.
Oh,
more.
okay.
So, I mean, you just think of some. I got a lot. I thought of a lot, and I was like, no, these have to go down. All right, so my next one, Ray.
No, I couldn't do it. No,
You can't.
Beats me, Ray. I can't do it. Never.
All right. You have
Jennifer Lawrence. Grew up on a farm with like 4 brothers. She knows how to fight.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
I think that's a really tough one.
Nah, but the thing is, again, if it came down to it, I think I'd take out J-Law. I think I'd have to take her out.
I think that's a tough one. I don't know what I would do.
Did you just see her on Jimmy Kimmel?
Yeah.
It was funny.
Mm-hmm. She does a good job.
Yeah. All right. Kate Capshaw from Temple of Doom. The blonde lady.
Yeah.
Kill or be killed.
Wait, is that Temple of Doom is the one with the aliens?
No, that's the one with the elephants and the monkey brains.
Oh, that girl. Oh, I hated her.
I know, that's why I put it on.
Kick your ass. Oh, I hated her. She ruined all of that. I mean, Indiana Jones was terrible anyway. But, I remember specifically hating her as a kid. Yep.
Yeah, she's annoying.
Oh, I have one more. Mario, the plumber.
Like.
It's me.
Yeah. Oh, he kicked my ass, though. Oh, my God.
I think so. Like, he defeats Bowser.
Yeah. It's a giant spiked turtle.
And what if he gets some power-ups?
Oh, my God.
I didn't disclose.
A plumber throwing fire at me. Oh, my God. Oh, man. Yeah, I think I would try to fight, but, I mean, I don't know. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve. All right. A tennis. This is more of a challenge if you would do it and see if you would be up for it. A tennis ball launcher being shot down 100-yard hallway and you have to run through it. And it's shooting at you multiple times.
I guess I'd try it to see how it would go.
Do you think it would hurt?
Yeah. I've been hit by a softball and that hurts, and that's not.
Oh, man.
You said it was 100 miles an hour?
100-yard hallway that you had to run up, shooting straight down the hallway.
Yeah, I would try it, but if it hit me a couple of times, I'd probably just turn and run away.
Yeah, it's more of a challenge. It's not really a kill or a fight or give in or whatever. But here, I'm gonna do one more quick one because I thought that one was funny. What about Darth Vader?
No, give up.
You wouldn't try?
No. Not at all. Because he can fight you without even touching you.
Yeah, seriously.
Like, you could be walking up to him and be like, all right, come on, let's go.
Given the premise you had force abilities and a lightsaber yourself.
Oh, then I would probably at least try, even though he would definitely still kill me.
Yeah.
But if I was just like me, he would definitely force choke me the second I walked up to him. Yeah. Yeah, I would have no shot.
Alright. You got a, just random one you want to pop up in?
Let me look at my wall of inspiration.
It's so funny because you actually have to think on it.
Yeah. I have to think of a good fighter. Let's say Serena Williams.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I give in on that.
Yeah, I would not fight her. She's strong.
Just break a tennis racket over my throat. All right, I got one more for you. Let's end it on this. Hillary Clinton.
No, I couldn't. I couldn't do it. No, even if she was... Again, it's like Ray. Like, if she's running at me, I'd just be like, yes, I must have done something terrible.
Oh, my God.
For you to be hitting me.
You're so ridiculous.
I couldn't do it.
You're awful. Oh, my God. So, I think I've seen, the most perfect Christmas gift I'm going to get you the other day. I'm not going to say it.
Tell me.
No. Oh, my God. It's so great.
We're going to be having some holiday episodes coming up because I love Christmas and I don't care. And none of you people who say it's too early, I don't care. I was just listening to it.
She got 6.
Oh, we just got Call of Duty World War II. It's fantastic. And I personally really like it.
My girlfriend in the other room is playing it while we're doing it.
Working hard.
No, she's good.
Yeah.
She's getting good.
Yeah.
No, but she's playing in the other room and she just Snapchatted me saying I got 6 kills. I wish I could see the deaths though. So
it's probably a lot. So we have to go play that now. So we hope you enjoyed this episode. Next week, I'm going to give you a sneak peek on the Instagram and the Twitter, so keep yourself informed. It's gonna be a good one. We've been planning this one for probably 2 months. We're gonna have a guest. I'll tell you the guest now. It's gonna be Lori McConnell. That's right. Our mother is going to be our first guest.
Holy shit.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what it is on Instagram and Twitter this week. So get yourself ready. It's going to be a good one. Okay, have a lovely week.
See you guys. Bye.